down here from the crayon box, but you can see that, I mean, you're on my channel, you clearly came here for some... Right, just gonna move on. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Simply Peel by Bliss. This is the only latex barrier I've used, so a pre-warning, I don't really have that much experience in talking about latex barriers, but I can still give my opinion on it, right? I ordered 2 of these. It took a very long time to arrive, but I ordered them over Christmas, so sort of, that's fine, it's not really much of a big deal. But basically the idea of it is, if you don't know, is you put it around the edge of your nail when you're doing a gradient, like I have on now. So you put it around the edge of your nail, and then when you sponge on the gradient, or literally whatever you're doing, you can just peel it off so you don't get paint around the edge of your nail. And like, you can just use acetone to take it off, but then you're still gonna get like the stain of the colour from it, and it's just not great. It's just better to use one of these. This one, from what I've heard, is just pretty much the best. I mean, I haven't tried any other ones, but you know, from things that I've heard about it and like other people doing sort of comparisons between them, this one's pretty much just the best. It dries really quickly, so you can sort of put it on and then do the base coat of your nail, and then by the time you've done the base coat, it'll be dry. Like, it dries really quickly, and it's kind of, I don't know if you can see it very well, I don't think you can, but it's glittery. So when it dries, it goes glittery, so you know that it's dry, which is just perfect. Only things about this is, only like problem that I've heard about, and I haven't even encountered this yet, but the only problem about it is that because it's latex, it does sort of dry on the inside and sort of gets really sort of goopy and like filled up with like dry bits of latex around the brush. But both of these came with their own spare brush, so I haven't tried it and I'm not going to try it, but I assume you could just pop out the old one and put this one in, which is like perfect. I think that just solves that problem. But I've used this quite a few times now and I just haven't, like, nothing's even started happening. I don't know if that's just because of the way that I've been using it, or if because it's just not going to happen yet, but that doesn't seem to be a problem yet. My mother is allergic to latex, so I thought I was going to be allergic to these, and it does make my fingers a little bit sore. And I don't know if that's just because it's just a strange sort of thing that I'm putting on my nails, and if they just don't like it, or if it's because I'm allergic to it. But as someone who's allergic to everything, it's like it's not that much of a problem really. You just sort of, like, it just gets a bit red, you just sort of deal with it. It comes off in one peel, you know. I've never had a problem with it coming off like flaky or anything like that, like glue. It's definitely peels off well. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to show you it in action because there's no point me just telling you about it, so you can form your own opinion of it, but that's what I think. I'm sorry I don't have much to compare to, but that's all you need to know, I think. Again, I have absolutely no reason for putting this here. I just thought it looked cool and I filmed it, so here you go. So the first thing that I did, obviously, was just paint it on. I mean, it's kind of hard to know where to put it because you're not really sure where the paint's going to end up, but that's something that you just get used to. It just goes on like, it's just got like a nail varnish brush, so it just goes on like nail varnish. It's really, really easy. So I just I put on the base coat and got ready to do the gradient, which I just sort of threw together for the video. But then I encountered a problem. Turns out if your fingers touch each other while it is still slightly wet, it will stick together, which would be fine if it wasn't for the fact that I was filming at this weird angle. Those can be my experimental nails. I'll come up with something else for those. Anyway, gradient. I just did a light pink and then a red and then a really dark purple. There wasn't any particular planning in it. I just, you know, needed to do something for the video. It's not actually a great gradient. I kind of messed it up, but that's really not the point here. It all peeled off straight away. You need to peel it before the nail varnish dries, otherwise the latex will come off and the nail varnish will stay on your nails in this weird sort of flaky way. It's kind of odd, we'll see. But as you can see, I kind of had a bit of a trouble picking it up, like from the very edge, but that's just because I didn't really put it on thick enough. If you put it on thicker around the edges, then it's easier to pick up. But again, it's not like a massive problem. It didn't take long at all. Then I decided the experimental nails were going to be, one of them was going to be, I'm going to put it on when it's still wet and see what happens, and the other one I just wasn't going to use at all and compare it to the acetone. The only problem with not letting it dry enough was that it didn't really peel very well. It did sort of lift up when I put the sponge on it, so maybe the paint would sort of get on your finger from there, but it's not really a massive problem. And the acetone was just a pain. it's always just a pain. My finger was still slightly red afterwards, so the latex barrier clearly wins. I did have some really cool footage of it drying really quickly. I swear it looked more interesting than it sounds, but I lost half of it, so here is the end of it. And also here is me peeling it off in real time, just so you can see exactly how easy it is. I'm sorry my hand's in front of it. It's really hard to film at this angle. I tried filming in a different place, which is why I'm on the wood rather than on the black background, but it was just hard, okay? I tried. And if you have any requests or questions, then leave them in the comments. If you want me to sort of go into more detail about them, or if you want me to review one of their other products, which is Simply Pure, which I love, spoilers, then just let me know, and I can probably get it filmed within like the next week. I don't know, we'll see. Just let me know. Hope you enjoyed this, and good luck, and like your product if you get it. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm just gonna